Hey guys, what's up? My name is Kenise and welcome to my channel. If it is your first time here, if you're not new to this but you're true to this, wagwan girlish fam. Alright, so in today's video we're gonna be looking at building versus buying a new home. You know, what are the pros and cons of each to kind of figure out what would be the best option for you. So if you guys are interested in seeing that video, then please stay tuned. Alright, so I don't know all things set already. Anytime I see me in the car, in my work clothes, when I know o'clock I strike, I have very limited time. I just really want to film and get it out of the way, because once I go into the house and go bathe and cool off, I eat that. No video now go film. So we're just gonna have a car chat. I haven't done one of these with you guys in a very long time. Okay, so the other day I was having a discussion with my friend and she was saying that she would really love to see a video comparing building versus buying a home, because she genuinely doesn't know, you know, which one would be the better option for her. So I thought that was a really good video idea, and I thought to myself, you guys might possibly want to see something like that, so hence this video today. All right, so we're going to be looking at a few key factors in kind of determining what might be the better option for you. So just in case you're wondering to yourself, yo, which one would be better for me, we're going to be looking at certain key factors, and these are just the things that I think are important. You may have a very different opinion, and that is fine, but just looking at the things that I think are important. So first things first is cost. We also want to look at the quality of the house, also the stress level, because that's very, very important, the time for completion, and then I guess overall it being something that is suited to your needs, right? And I just want to say and get this out of the way from now that when I talk about buying, I'm speaking specifically to brand new developments. You know, you have the developers and all of those things versus a house that's probably been lived in for like 15 years, or a fixer up or something like that, because those are a little bit different. So for the purposes of this video, I'm speaking specifically to new developments. And again, for those who are new, I'm a physical therapist by profession. I just really have an interest in housing and things like that, and I realize that you guys like it too. Anyways, let's get on to the video. So the first thing now we're going to look at is cost. And it is so strange to me that not a lot of persons know this, but it is actually cheaper. It works out way cheaper for you to build your own home. You get way better bang for your buck. Yes, you do. Now let us think about it. You have to remember now, when the developers are building homes, they're not doing you any favors. Them not make home because them know so only Jamaican people want house. No, that's not what they're doing. This is a money making thing for them. Like, this is their business. So obviously, whatever the cost of the house is, you're gonna have to add on to that, because they've put in all the work, they've done everything for you, and this is their legit business. They've invested in it and they have to get their returns. So obviously it's gonna cost you more money if you are going to be buying one of these new houses on the open market. Like I said, you're gonna get way better value for your money. So let's say now there's a house that's $15 million, one of these developments, right? Say about $15 million, because that's what a lot of them are going for. You can get land for $3 million, $4 million, all right, let's say $5 million, right? If I don't think I've seen anything that costs that much. Well, depending on the area, what I've been looking at doesn't cost that much. But say you pay $5 million for the land, you're working with $10 million. That's what you're playing around with to build. You can get something very big and spacious and nice for that $10 million that you have to build. However, you still have to take into consideration that whatever it is that material costs, your labor fees are going to be about the same thing. But at the end of the day, it still works out to be way cheaper for you if you build. And then you can always take your time with the building. Let's say you can build one part of the house, because you always see people do this, like then build one part of the house, and then when they get more money, then build onto the other one, and so forth and all of that, right? So next thing we're going to look at now is the quality. So A lot of these housing scheme developments, yeah, they have a foundation and things like that, but what they're really doing is putting together like pieces of concrete slab. Not to say that the structure is not sturdy, but that's legitimately what they're doing. Them put the foundation with steel and whatever, and then them just put concrete slabs together. So if you're a person that doesn't necessarily desire that and you want to say, yo, yeah, you want to lay a block, then put in your steel and cast and do all what you need for do, then you might want to go the route of building. But a lot of the times when they're doing these developments, it's kind of like a rush thing. So they're looking for the, well, I guess it depends on who the developer is, because some of them will have quality finishes. But like for overall, they're going to be looking at the cheaper option for them. So you find like even some of the fixtures and the cupboards and things like that may not be of the best quality, right? So when you are going to be going ahead now and building your own home, you can look for the quality stuff, and you know, you can definitely pick how you want the cupboard. You can have your cupboard made, things like that. So with the new developments, it's a lot of ready-made things, so it may not necessarily be of the best quality, if you're understanding what I'm saying. So like if I had to weigh between the two, I'd more lean towards a better quality being sorry guys, I'm outside. I would more lean towards a better quality being if you are building, yeah. But we understand, say in some instances, some people say them can do things and them cannot do things, and so, you know, the quality I work with them again foolishness still. We're going to be very aware of that. But I think if I had to give one of them the edge, I'd more say like you might get a better quality if you are going the route of construction. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Do you agree with me or you don't agree with me? Yeah, let me know. All right, so we're going looking at time for completion now. So to build a house, it take a very long time. Okay, it's not an overnight process, especially if you're going through a lending institution, not just NHC, because all the lending institutions do this. All right, it is a very long and tedious process, okay? Because when you're going to be building, you know, remember, say you have to go get one plan, right? Someone will drop the plan to field. Your plan has to be approved by parish council. That can take a while. Like that can really take a while. And you have to call, you have to depend them like all 3 months. You're still not here. Done. Some persons it might take longer. I don't really think it's going to be a shorter period than that, unless maybe you have a link or something. I don't know. Right? And then for every phase of your construction, you are going to have to get money. So they're not going to give you all the money one time, because in the past I think they have given persons the money all at once, and then people take the money and squander and do a bunch of things, and so at the end of the day they don't really have a house that they can live in, and they have to protect their investment. They have to be able to resell something worth that, right? So for there's different stages that you would have to go through, and for every stage you're going to get the money at that stage. With NHT, when you get to a certain point, you're going to have to call them and say, yo, Mauricio, so the project officer have to come, and then the project officer have to say, all right, you've done this, and then send note to head office for them to distribute the money to you. So it really can be a very long and tedious process, right? And depending on who it is that you're working with, some persons might take a little bit longer in the sense of the workmen. Some of them might drag out the work, and you have to find different people. If you're not working with a contractor, then you're gonna have to find different people to do different things, to do the plumbing, to do the windows, to do the electrical work. Like there's so many different things, and that becomes very time consuming for you. And if you are building, like, it is advised that you're going to have to go to the project as often as you can. Like, you can't just leave it in the hands of people. Yo, these dogs is bugging. Hello! Now them not gonna belong to me. I don't know what I'm gonna be upset. I don't know why I'm gonna call to them. They're not gonna hear me. Anyway. No, man. Them are war with them one another. I'm so sorry, guys. But if I close the door, like, the lighting will get awful. They heard me. Them ears, somebody gonna... You know that then spiteful. Yeah. Sorry about that. So you guys can hear me better. Yeah, so all of these things are very time consuming, and especially if it is that the persons that you've selected to build them do foolishness, then, you know, you're going to have to keep going through that over and over. Now, with the new developments, I do understand that it can take a while, because sometimes when they're selling, the project now will complete till about 2 years time. Sometimes it might be sooner, so you have to take that into consideration. But the process, if I had to give one of them the edge, I'm going to go with the buying the home versus building the home, because building can take a very, very long time, and especially if you're doing it in parts again, like I said. And let's say you try to save up money for the one little part, and then after that they say you stop and they have to save up again. So I think building takes a way longer time than it does to buy your new home. And then as we talk about that, let's just segue into the level of stress. Yeah, I'm sure you can figure out based off of what I'm saying where the more stress would come from, or which one of the options would be more stressful. Definitely building your own home is going to be one of the most stressful things that you go through versus buying. So if you know, like I have a friend, like she know already, say yo, she can't take problem. So she said she can't bother with the stress for go through the construction. So she's just gonna she's just gonna buy a house because she can't bother. Construction can be a very stressful thing. Let me see if the dog them stop making this. Yeah. Construction can be a very, very stressful thing, right? Because you have so many different inter-moving pieces, yeah? We have to consider things where some of these contractors or some of these workmen, they're gonna promise you and tell you that they can do things and they really can't do it, and a foolishness them do, and then that's more money for you to fix that problem. It take more time, and like I said, it's way more stressful. Some of them, let us be honest, I'm not throwing bad name on anybody, but let us be honest, some of them are not the most honest persons, and some of them will rob you. They will take your material. They will rob from the construction site. Like, there's just so much that comes into play when you're doing the construction yourself. Then remember, now when you have to do certain things, that like I said, you have to go through parish council. You have to get electrical stuff approved when you want, put on the lights, when you want to put on the water. If it's a total new build and there's never been any water supply to the area, you have to go through energy. Like, there's just so much stress that comes with building and different little parts, like I said. And some of them contract you, like, real talk, right? Because this is I have another friend now that is building, and he's completely stressed because it's like the contractors do what they feel like doing, right? One of them say about style, like you might make one arch and him about style, like nobody never ask you for this, sir. Like, I have a plan. This is what is on my plan. But I don't know why you do something other than what they on the plan. Like, them build what them think, say. Them for be like, not what you want, Them build it how them think it's supposed to look. Because no, that not gonna look good. And like, it's like I said, it is just a very, very stressful process, and so many things can go wrong in the process of you going through that. And like me say, you have to kind of be on top of things. You have to be there to monitor, you have to be there to watch, and not just the construction worker, you depend on the area, and you might have other unscrupulous individuals who come and thief things and steal there, cement, all of, like, there's just so many things that come into play. And then people tell us that they come X time and then them don't come X time. Like, there's just so much. When you go just buy one new house now, you just need to go start out to get a loan, sign your name on the dotted line and just wait till the people them say, yo, here's your key. You understand? So definitely, in terms of the level of stress, I would definitely give the edge to a new development. Guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know why the dogs are behaving like this. I don't own no dog, I don't want not one dog. Anyway, look like them calm down. And the last factor that I want to look at is just overall the house being suited to your needs and being your dream home, right? A lot of times these new developments, they're all very standard. Everything is built the same way. Like, there's not a lot of individuality these days with a lot of these developments. Like, everything look the same, yeah? You have the open concept, 2-bedroom bathroom or 3-bedroom bathroom. You understand what I'm saying? Like, everything looks the same way. It's very rare that you're seeing houses with a little bit of difference, and that's why I had like the ones down in Chemtech kind of does have the same standard looking thing, but there's a bit of a difference in some of the houses, and I really like Chemtex fixtures. And there's a house that I looked at in St. Mary, not remembering the name of those right now, but I'll link it down below. I really like those houses because I felt like it was a little bit different. Like they had a den. It wasn't an open concept, but they had a den and everything. So a lot of these new developments are looking very standard, so there's not a lot of individuality in them. When you're going to build it to suit you and what you want and what you've always envisioned, right? Again, I was having a discussion with somebody else, and they're telling me that they're building their house, but their house is so different because she was trying to resell the house, and she's saying a lot of persons coming in there like, I don't really know if I want to buy this because the vision that we have not fit everybody. But when you build, you can make it exactly how you want it. Like for me, I know I want a big closet. Yeah, cause me I will put clothes. Where if me wear them, that's a different story. I understand when I got one of that way I talk about pan every day. But like me know say me need one big closet. From ever since me always say that me need a big closet, cause me need a walk-in closet and all of these things. Like you're not finding these things in a lot of these new developments, because like I said, everything is standard. So if you want something that is specific and tailored to you, then I would definitely suggest that you go the route of construction. But then again, I know with a lot of the new developments, you can always add on, but you also have to remember that there's a lot of specifications about what you can do, where you can add, the color that the stuff needs to be. So you have to take these things, you have to think about them something, when you say, which one you want to choose. But if you know say it's a construction thing, there's always going to be I don't know, the word is not coming to me, but there's always rules in as to how you can be like whatever distance from the road, and there has to be this amount of distance from the side and whatever. But so you can really make the house exactly how you want it, and you can tailor it to suit you, suit your family, and suit what it is that you want. Like I said, these houses, these developments are coming very standard. Eventually maybe you can tailor it to how you want, but you know what I'm saying? Like if I had to choose one, then I'd go through the route of construction. Anyways guys, because I'm realizing that the video is getting long now, I'm so sorry for talking so long. But yeah, definitely things to consider. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. Let me know if it was helpful for you, if these were things that you considered, or are there other things that you've considered when you're trying to decide, are you going to build or are you going to buy? Because I mean, that's a real serious question and something that you need to consider, which option it is that you think would work better for you. For persons who are overseas, because I know there's a few of you overseas, and if you haven't yet seen my video about contributing to NHE while overseas, I'm going to link that as well, because that is there. For those of you who are overseas, not building, buying may be the better option for you, because you might genuinely not have any time or have any family out here to do certain things for you. But if you have a family and you can travel back and forth regular, then boom, you can build. But like I said, there's so much to consider. I don't think there's any one right option. There's always going to be one right option for you though, and who you are as an individual. So you have to sit down and think about all these factors and decide which one is the best option for you. If you are doing it with a partner, you guys have to sit down and decide which is a better option for you both. Because suppose one on one build and one on one buy, like you guys have to sit down and weigh the pros and cons and figure out what is the best thing for you. Like I said, hope you guys found the video helpful. Please leave in the comment section so that we can have further discussion, because I really like talking to you guys in there. Like the video, please share the video, subscribe to the channel guys, watch up the commercial them, because the views have been a little bit low lately, so don't need a little encouragement please, and thank you very much. Let me know if there's other videos that you guys would like to see. Just drop it down below in the comment section. All right guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it to the end of the video, as always, keep safe and walk good.